can you talk a little bit about how Santa Fe originally started?
Yeah.
How long ago that was?
Yeah. The original band Santa Fe was born out of a family band. Family band called Los Hermanos Lopez y la Compañía, the Lopez Brothers and Company, who were my father, my brother, older brother Gilbert, my younger brother Lenny, and our cousins Agustin Sr. and Agustin Jr. And we were, you know, in New Mexico playing regional music, which is, you know, Spanish and Mexican music and, you know, country music. And, you know, growing up in Santa Fe, to play in a band there, you're playing a James Brown song and a Hank Williams song, and then, you know, Volver with mariachi overtones. So, but we went on the road, and we ended up in Las Vegas because Vegas seemed like a great place at the time. We've been going on the road, going from Denver to Phoenix to El Paso to, you know, and then we'd come through Vegas, and all these guys were going from the Tropicana to the Hilton to Caesars. You know, their road trips were smaller, and they had nice cars, and they had, you know, homes, and so we kept coming back to Vegas. And our first gig here, we were still playing Spanish music in Northtown in a little bar called the Scarlet Wagon, where we were the band and the bouncers. Okay, it was rough.
The band and the bouncers.
Band and the bouncers. It was a rough place. You would never go there, okay? You would never go there. But someone saw us there and introduced us to an agent by the name of Bobby Morris, who then got the band as the band for a topless review called Get Down. And I remember his first question was, Jerry, do you guys mind? Would you guys mind playing in front of topless girls? You know, I was 19, Gilbert was 20, Lenny was, you know, 17. I said, no, we have no problem at all with that.
The question should have been, can you actually keep playing?
Well, I told him we just have to lower the straps a little bit, so we're good.
Let your bodies go. Do it while you can. Yeah, yeah. Dance, dance, dance. To the river, dance, dance.
Anyway, so we stopped playing Spanish music and all that, and learning all this music, current music for this topless review. It made us, you know, we started doing what we really want to do, because I before that, you know, once I'd heard James Brown and Tower of Power and these other groups, Stevie Wonder, big influence. You know, we just shifted, and Bobby Morris, the agent, you know, he's still around. I saw him not too long ago. He's sitting in his office. He goes, "We got to figure out a good name for you guys. There's Chicago, and there's, you know," he goes, "What about, where are you guys from?" Santa Fe. Santa Fe. That's the name of the band.
That was it.
So that's it. So that's how Santa Fe was born.
Listen to me, I'll tell you where it's happening. In the town where Santa Fe is jamming, you will find the people that are...
Wow. And how many, what was the makeup of the band in those days?
Well, at that point, we had a drummer. My brother Gilbert played bass. I played guitar. Lenny played trumpet and congas, and my cousin Agustin played saxophone, and we had a keyboard player. So it was a small band, 2 horns.
Okay.
Oh, and then we had one other saxophone player. That's right. So we had 2 saxes, trumpet, and a basic rhythm section.
Okay.
Is it fine? Dear Miss Lizzie, she will say, will you come home with me? Take her hand and lead her to the dance floor. You will see it's done so easily. You will find the people there are dancing, doing steps of every single kind. And the girls are looking oh so pretty. There's so many that really blow your mind.
And so how did it go from that, what you were guys doing then, into what it is now, which is a 15-piece,
Yes. Well, what happened is that coming back to Vegas, we morphed into a lounge band, but not a lounge band in the traditional sense when somebody thinks lounge band. We worked the local nightclubs first, and we did a lot of original stuff, and we were kind of, we didn't really want to work the lounges. Back in the 70s, in those days, being a lounge band was wearing polyester pantsuits with ruffles or tuxedos and playing tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, and and we were resistant to that. But we had an entertainment director from the Mint Casino come see our band. We used to play late night. We were the late night hang, which is, by the way, where I made most of the connections that I still have today. Because everybody would come through Vegas and they'd come out and they'd come see our band, and we were working from midnight to 5 in the morning. So all the musicians and the bands that were in town, they'd come hang with us. Anyway, this entertainment director, he says, you know what, I'd like you to come to the Mint in the lounge and do what you guys do. And we were like, well, we got to bring in our own PA. We got to. Much hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed. So we did, though. So he said, no, we want you to do that, and you'll come on after these lounge acts, and you'll start at your, you guys usually start at midnight, and bring in your own stuff. And there was a lot of resistance. I talk about that in the song When the Curtain Goes Up. I talk about the resistance that the old school lounge guys had to our band coming in, but we earned their respect, and so that's how it happened. We started doing the lounges at that point. We worked the lounges for many years, up until a point where we felt that the budgets kept getting lower. The entertainment directors now weren't really entertainment directors. They were people that came out of food and beverage or out of marketing or even the gift shop, and I'm not kidding.
Okay.
And so they didn't really respect what any of us were doing, and the lounges were getting worse, and we decided that we would go our own way and spread our wings. I went out on tour with Tom Scott, Bill Champlin, and Lenny went with Luis Miguel, and we all kind of went our own ways.
Yeah.
So that ended the period of us doing lounges.
1976.
Santa Fe drove into Vegas town, looking for a gig, had our hair grown long. We were looking kind of scruffy and rough around the edges. Didn't know right from wrong, but the band was strong. The old school cats didn't dig our look, and looking at the cover, they judged our book. They said, you guys will never work around here.
You can't read.
Call those instruments. Do you even own a tuxedo? And I said, when the curtain goes up, you'll see the bullshit stops. 'Cause when the curtain